I'm coming at you live on tape from Sydney, Ohio. And today we're talking why Cody Rhodes left AEW for WWE. Now, this is all rumor and speculation because there are lots of non disclosure agreements signed and nobody's confirmed anything. Now, some people think it's because when Cody left WWE in the first place, when he was portraying Stardust, he left to prove that he could main event and was always planning on coming back. I don't believe that. Because I don't believe he would found a wrestling company just to have plans in his head to go back to WWE. Because in AEW, he founded that company and was an EVP, which is an executive vice president, along with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. Now he was proving he was a main eventer up to that point, but I don't think he would found a wrestling company with the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Tony Khan just to have in his mind, oh, one day I'm going to go back to WWE. I don't think he would do that. And that he never really wanted to be the boss. I don't think that was in Cody Rhodes' mind. I think Cody Rhodes liked being the boss. I think he liked booking the shows. He clearly had a talent for it. Talent he got from his father, Dusty Rhodes, who was a very good booker. Cat, will you stop rubbing against my cat? Snickers, stop. That was the Snickers, my co-host, trying to knock down my camera. She is a pain in the butt at times. Now, there are some interviews Cody Rhodes did at the time, around the time he was leaving, where he said he was having some trouble getting along with the Elite, being the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, who were also executive vice presidents of AEW. And you could kind of tell that was going on TV because Cody was kind of booking his stuff and the Young Bucks were kind of booking their stuff, and it felt kind of disjointed on TV because they weren't working together. And so it was very believable. So maybe the Young Bucks forced him out because they didn't have the same vision. And Cody wanted to take it in a direction of more Southern style, like he was raised on. But the Young Bucks said, no, that just doesn't sell anymore. And they wanted to take it more on an independent style, which if you look at the way AEW is booked nowadays, it clearly isn't selling, and it did sell back in the early days. Now, Cody has given interviews nowadays and has never spoken ill will of AEW or the Elite. He says it's not because Brandy wasn't signed, because Brandy was signed at AEW. He's never spoken ill will. He said he looks back in his time fondly. He is proud of holding the TNT Championship 3 times. He is proud of being Brody Lee's last match. And he is proud of what he did in the company. He says someday the story will come out of why he left, but he doesn't mind being the villain in the story right now if that's what some people need him to be. So as I said, what happened? Was Cody the villain? Did he want to take it in a Southern style wrestling organization like Dusty Rhodes had always booked? And the Young Bucks just said that doesn't sell. We gotta take this in a new way. Or and they just butted heads till Cody had to leave? Or was Cody always preparing to just go back to WWE anyways, and he didn't want to be the boss? We don't know. Eventually, there'll be books, countless books written on this subject, and the non-disclosure agreements will open up, and we'll find out the true answer. But until then, we won't know for sure. Personally, I think it's that he was butting heads with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, which if you look at the direction AEW went after Cody left, their ratings have gone down. So clearly what Cody was doing was a good thing. But that's just my opinion. There are no good guys and bad guys in real life. There are just people trying to do what's best in their own minds. And that's exactly the story we have here. So join me later in the week where we review the movie Snake. It is a foreign film, but it is in English, and it is awesome. And there might be a song this week if I get it written. It's an inkling of an idea in my brain right now. See you then.